to another assembly at Swek. Last time we heard about Joseph being a slave in Egypt. God helped Joseph to work hard for Potiphar, but Potiphar's wife told a lie about Joseph and he went to prison. While Joseph was in prison, the cupbearer, baker, and even the king of Egypt all had dreams. With God's help, Joseph was able to explain what the dreams meant. Then Joseph was put in charge of collecting food in Egypt. Let's find out what happened next to Joseph. The dreams that the king of Egypt had came true. For 7 years, there was plenty of food to eat. During those 7 years, Joseph collected and stored the food in cities throughout Egypt. Then came the 7 years of famine. In Egypt and other countries, there was no food growing at all. But Egypt still had food to eat because Joseph had already stored up plenty of food. Jacob and his sons were hungry. Can you do a hungry face? There was no food in Canaan, but they'd heard that there was food in Egypt. So Jacob sent 10 of his sons to Egypt to buy some food. Benjamin, the youngest son, stayed with Jacob in Canaan. When they arrived in Egypt, Joseph recognized his brothers straight away, but they didn't recognize Joseph. At first, Joseph accused his brothers of being spies. Then he asked for their youngest brother to be brought to Egypt. In the end, the brothers went back to Canaan with some sacks of food. But after a while, the food ran out. They had to go back to Egypt to get some more food, but this time they took Benjamin with them. When Joseph saw his brothers were back in Egypt, including Benjamin, he arranged to eat a meal with them. But the brothers still didn't recognize Joseph. After the meal, Joseph gave them more sacks of food to take home. But in Benjamin's sack, Joseph ordered that a silver cup be put in his sack as well. On the way home, the brothers were stopped by Joseph's servants. The servants searched their sacks, and guess what they found? That's right, they found the silver cup. The brothers tried to explain to Joseph that they didn't know how the silver cup got there and that they hadn't stolen it. At first, Joseph wanted to keep all of the brothers in Egypt to work for him. But the brothers begged Joseph to just keep one of them. The cup was found in Benjamin's sack, so Benjamin had to stay. The brothers were devastated. They knew that Benjamin staying in Egypt would make their father so sad. Then Joseph decided that it was time to tell his brothers who he really was. "It's me, Joseph, your brother," he said. What a family reunion. The brothers were scared at first, but Joseph reassured them. Joseph explained that it was God who had sent him to Egypt, not them, so that he could help with the famine and save many lives. Then the brothers went back home to tell their father, Jacob, the good news that Joseph was still alive. In today's story, Joseph was finally reunited with his family. But Joseph's life has been very eventful. He's been hated by his brothers, put in a pit, sold to some servants, worked for a captain, put in prison, and in the end he worked for the king. Wow, what a life! But through all of that, Joseph still trusted in God. Joseph knew that God was with him, that God helped him, and that God put him in Egypt for a reason, to help with the famine and to save many lives. Even though Joseph faced many difficult times in his life, he never gave up. With God's help, He was able to keep going and he bounced back after each difficult situation. We call this resilience. I wonder, what difficult situations are you facing at the moment? Maybe you've fallen out with a friend, or maybe something sad has happened in your family, or maybe you're finding something tricky in school at the moment. Well, whatever the situation, we need to show resilience, just like Joseph did. We need to bounce back and not give up. We need to be strong and to keep going. Think about how you can show resilience this week. Thanks for listening. Join us again for more assemblies at SWEC. Bye.